Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We have a chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
He trapped it expertly, Peter, and released it very differently.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Over to the other side. Neither side yet able to find the net. Gets into some space. There's the shot! Schneider. David Villa. That is good alertness. Real chance! And it's a goal!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
The goal scorer after 22 minutes is number 21.
La Coruña are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Played out to the right.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Schneider. David Villa. That has not gone well. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently chance to finish. Oh, belter! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They are right back in business.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
It isn't rocket science, is it? You know, when you're defending, you react to the danger, but of course, you must spot it in the first place, and they didn't. You know, they're not really looking up to pick the runners, and it was a cheap goal to give away.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, this is not for the faint-hearted, Peter. This is hard and fast football. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Pedri. David Villa. He's through, now is he in? Neymar. A lot of space ahead of him. Decent hit! That is decidedly lacking.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's the throw. Mendes. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So your views on the first half?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. And we're already back up and running after half-time. David Villa to Marquinhos. Spread it left, and it's Neymar. It's Pedri. David Villa. Now it's Messi. He is through here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Messi. He could be in here. Neymar.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Has a goal! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Oh, good ball.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pedri, and the shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. So that goal then.
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
La Coruña can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 23.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Substitution.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The final 5 minutes. The less said about that pass, the better.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 5, Schneider. Coming on to replace him is
Goretzka.
number 8.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Van Bouten. Nuno Mendes. And it's Neymar.
There will be 3 minutes.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and welcome
The
to
conditions
today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And already we're underway here. Well, that's well seen too. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So to play, and it is a goal kick. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
That is a great ball. And the finish! They've scored!
Goal! After 16 minutes is number 24.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
It's out for a goal kick. Goes looking wide.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pedri. That's very neat. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Malaga deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Messi goes short. And that should get the job done. Malaga are looking to go forward now. Well, they could break here. And no, that was never going to make it. It's run loose here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pedri. Schneider. He's picked his way through. Always onto this. And Messi! And the referee brings the first half to a close. And it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Schneider. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. David Villa! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Messi plays it short, and the cut, but tries a header! Oh no, he's got that completely wrong. Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike. That has been cut short.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
For this match was 70,987.
Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Pedri. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Messi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Van Bouten. Marquinhos. Schneider has a shot! So close to drawing level.
Schneider was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop!
Substitution on the field. Number 27 coming on the field is number 9. Substitution.
And it's been taken short. He's got away. He's having a shot! And he's quick to get it clear again. Van Bouten. Barcelona are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. Barcelona need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
That's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
There will be
David
3
Villa.
minutes added time.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Pedri just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Just a
Your
quick
reflections
reminder
then,
today,
Jim.
Please
It's just a
refrain
bad
from
day at the
parking
office,
outside
Peter.
this
They
stadium.
look below par.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Wesley Sneijder. He may be small in size, but he's big on influence, and if he has lively movement around him, he'll find the runners. He's the pivot for all that goes forward.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Decent progress down the left. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. David Villa. There's the hit!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here.
Can he put it away? Goal! Barcelona! And it has to be said, an absolute gift. So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Sneijder. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely aimed pass. Always onto this. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Suarez. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Dixon. For Van Belten. Half-time getting close now. Great skill, that's nice.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And the first half is done. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up.